Alright, I think we're good. Looks good. Oh, this stupid companion thing. Alright. We are... Wait. Gotta back up. Alright, hope everyone had a good Christmas. I sure did. Ate a lot of food, all that jazz. Alright, so we're here with Elendra, Saint of Dusk, 4-mana 4/4, lifelink, hexproof from instance. Haha. If your life total is greater than it started, it gets +1/+1 in menace, and then if it's higher than 10, it gets +5/+5, and it keeps the other stuff. So it also has menace and all that jazz. So it can get kind of big and scary, but it comes in on turn 4. I guess if you have a bunch of mana rocks, it could come in on turn 3, and you might actually have to wind up doing that. I'm not doing that right now, though. So it's a little dubious to have your life total go up like that by the time you would play this, and then have it also actually matter. Doesn't seem very realistic to me, but I don't know. I haven't really seen anyone played it before, and I'm willing to try. So we got like the Soul Sisters package. Anything that gains life is ideal. Dark Ritual nonsense. The things that cost life, like Reanimate, Gristlebrand, Phyrexian Arena, and stuff, Black Market, are just too good. Necropotence, they're too good to not run anyways. Like, you just have to run them, in my opinion. There's not really much you can do about that. But I think with enough life gain, you can just sort of offset those things. Who knows? I could be completely wrong about that. I might even want like 10 to 11 more creatures than I have currently. So there's kind of a balance between the two, creature count and powerful things to actually be doing. The Angel of Destiny's in here. I think it's cute. This is just asking for more than what my commander's asking for, and it costs 5. So this is not realistic at all, but I think it'd be hilarious if I actually won a game with it, so it's going to be in here. Who knows how long, though. Davriel, again, he's been disappointing lately. I don't know if they, like, it feels as though they nerfed the good rolls. It genuinely feels like that. It's just, I've tried to activate this a lot on and off stream, and I don't ever seem to get the good deals as much. Maybe it's just anecdotal, but I'm running this for the sole basis to get the gain 2 life every time you draw a card. The companion thing is here because I have Lurrus in here. I think there's enough Lurrus targets, and there'll probably be even more Lurrus targets as I go forward. There's some decent auras as well, like Grift's Moon. There's that Demonic Embrace is another really good one. They just work really well with this specifically. I could probably run more protection spells too, if I think that's something I want to be doing. Fetch lands also cost a life to actually, do the thing they do, which is a little annoying, especially if I'm just 1 away and I just crack a fetch land and it breaks my stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. Like, comment, subscribe, send it. What is up with you? Had a good yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, we have triple 750 too. Look at that. I can do 2 of them. I went to my father's for Christmas. Me dad's. We could run, like, village rites and stuff, too. Opponent kept their hand. I know they're here. They clicked keep. Oh, what a good way to start the day off. Turn 1 mana dork. Love to see it. What a great way. What a great way to start the day. Okay. Opponent's hand is abysmal. At least that's pretty cool. Acidic Slime is kind of insane to me. They probably should have played it this... They could have actually played Acidic Slime here, and I probably would have if I was my opponent. Quite surprising, to be honest with you. So this and tap land. Or surveil land. I mean, this is always tapped. Yeah, we just play that. Alright, so they're going to slime a land, which is kind of bad. I could have maybe just not played the man land, but slime is not... Blowing at the man land specifically is not a big deal. That's not the problem I have here. Acidic Slime also has Death Touch, so there's that. That's pretty good. That doesn't seem necessary. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot of things to go right here. I don't know why my opponent's they're like struggling severely with what land to blow up. It's kind of funny. I don't know how it's hard. Do I block with the Scorpion? It's my end step, so probably just shouldn't. Alright, well, it's looking like I really want to get Godless Shrine, so... I have to gain 5 life? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not enough. I can't make an angel here. Alright. Well, I just need them to not have giant stupid spells. Then I might be able to play the game. I think I need a swamp. I think this is triple white. I think the double black is just better here. I don't see a choice, really. Alright, looks like we might be somewhat safe. Do I trade with that? No, as long as I'm not immediately dead, I don't think I can. What does this do? Removing the slime is interesting, and I don't think Lotus Cobra is very useful for my opponent as it stands, and I just feel as though this slime is problematic. I could shrink this and... No, that doesn't... No, I'm just going here. It has Death Touch, and that's just problematic for me. Alright, Oscillot's Pride doing the thing it does best. Yep, that's completely disgusting. Oscillot Pride being unanswered is basically the white version of Scute Swarm. It's just kind of nuts. It runs out of control pretty quickly. If I could ever make an angel too, I mean, look at our mana, our land count. Opponent was blowing up lands, which, I mean, in my opinion, is not really a strong strategy in Brawl, but, you know, sometimes you do it. And, yep, we let our opponent kind of do everything except Llanowar Elves, and it just wasn't enough still. Cool. Weird game. Our commander sure felt useful there with our 3 lands. What is this? The first sliver? So nothing matters? Okay. I can't believe I'm playing against the first sliver. That's quite surprising. Didn't think that'd be remotely possible. It's an actual slivers deck, so I guess that's why I'm playing against it. It's actually slivers. Okay. Feels more reasonable, I guess. I would like to play Authority of the Councils here. Is that better than the... Yeah, I'm playing this. It's not, like, extremely useful, but it's kind of useful. This is why I don't like tap lands. Although our opponent does like tap lands. That's interesting. No, they're probably slower than this, though. Great. Now everything is completely unstoppable from the opponent's side. I'll play a flyer. This is definitely one of the best slivers in the game. Happy Thursday to you too. Alright, so Davriel looking pretty important, but maybe not. I think I genuinely full stop have to deal with this sliver here, so I'm just gonna get a swap. And I have to deal with the Cloud Shredder. There's just literally no way the game continues as long as they... Oh, never mind. Shame concede. It has Ward 2. I forgot. I forgot. I got slivered. Shame concede. Ward 2. I'm an idiot. I guess in that case I would have just played my commander? Although that doesn't really feel too convincing as a thing to do. Shame concede. Ugh. That is a big yikes. Man, the queue times are, like, long. Everyone's, like, tanked out because of, Christmas, I guess. Everyone just in a food coma. Okay. Apparently, I can play against Teferi, Hero of Dominaria as Elendra, Saint of Dusk. That's a complete joke to me. Okay. What? I guess it's time to pick a different deck. Are you serious? How is that possible? That's an auto loss if I've ever seen one. Maybe it's because, if the queue time is too long, it just throws you in a higher bracket to find you opponent. I think that is true. From my experience, at least. It feels true. After all these years. Okay. No, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. This is another auto loss. I can't beat this. My opponent could, I'm not even kidding, skip 3 turns, and I would still lose. I mean, I can prove it. So I'm just like concede spamming, but I can't beat this. It's fundamentally unbeatable. Well, for my deck, I can't beat this. Unless my opponent concedes early or something. Yeah, they say the 4/4 is too strong. You were playing Honest Rutstein, and you were playing against Rusko and Atraxa? Atraxa, they pitch you against sometimes, but Rusko doesn't. I don't know what's happening. Is it the Christmas miracle? There are no more brackets? They changed it? Halloween, I mean, it's scary as Halloween, but... This one? I don't really like playing the Angel here. Maybe I could have, and then played... I don't know. I'm not really sold on any of my things. Alright, well apparently my opponent was willing to deal with this. I'm a bit surprised, honestly. I don't think I would have done that. Does not seem like a threatening card there, given what I could do next turn. Alright, they just have yet another O-ring. It takes out my curse. Okay, well this is how I win, is by my opponent having, like, nothing. This is how I do win. Alright, now you need, like, a board wipe? Please don't have another enchantment? Can we just stop having things? Nope. Oh, hey, it's Soren. I don't know if that's better, but boy, is it good. I think I actually won. I mean, but again, this is kind of what I need to do to win, is my opponent to kind of stumble. Yeah. My opponent just kind of stumbled there, but they had a bunch of answers. I just stopped the thing that replaced every single card they played, and I won, but for the most part, this is functionally unwinnable. Yeah. Alright, well, I got him there. I got him there with a clean sweep. My commander was completely useless again, but, you know. Yeah, they actually stumbled. They actually stumbled and we won. I think they missed a land drop or something, too. Oh, yeah, you go from Sithis to Jarsil. Yeah, that's... that makes sense. If I was on the play, I could Thoughtseize the Land Rails, but I can't. The rest of the hand is kind of goofy, honestly. Yeah, it like doesn't do anything other than Thoughtseize, so it's probably not a good idea. Also, I found an answer to Land Elves. Never mind, we don't have it. We have the better one. The one I can't play Magic against. Yeah, all commanders are strong. Because of the deck, not the commander at this point. Sneaky good? It's alright. I've played it. It's decent. Oh wait, no, I don't think I've actually played it. I think I just lied to you. So, we just play that and this, and just gain 2 life. Pretty miserable 1/4 there, but you know what? It's in play. Not sure what this attack is for. Oh, enchantment. Just put an enchantment graveyard. So, do I have a 3? No. Just send this then. Another land destruction spell. Let's get rid of that. Let's play this. And probably Fatal Push. I can... Fatal Push now? I have 3 lands. No, we can just wait, because I can't cast anything next turn anyways. This is the second land destruction opponent. And I think, yep, we're going to play that land. I mean, I have to. When does this happen? Beginning of combat? Alright, another land destruction spell. I feel like I would have just cast my commander there. That's weird. It's actually incredibly strange. I don't really agree with that in the slightest. And I will not draw? Or do I draw? I think I will not draw, because I have enough stuff to continue the game, like, post dealing with this, so... I'm probably still just losing. Yep, alright. I feel like time's being wasted at this point. You find land destruction boring? I don't find it boring. I don't play it. I don't find it enjoyable to play, but I don't find it boring. I don't think it's very good. I don't think it's very good. But it's alright. I find aggro decks boring, right? Personally. But I wouldn't want them, like, gone forever or anything like that. I just find them to be by far the most boring thing to do. I'm not even sure that's why I lost. Like, if my opponent didn't run land destruction and played something else, I probably would have lost to that something else, right, in those card slots. Alright, uh-oh. Dark Ritual, is that good? Surely? I don't know. Is it? Shigeki with no 1-drop? Are you out of your mind? So I probably just Dark Ritual my commander? I feel as though this is the best case scenario by far, is just Dark Ritualing, especially against mono green. Yeah, this just has to be... I mean, if it's not right, then I want to be wrong. But I'm doing this. Because it's a 5/5 here, right? I go right up to 26. I can swing past him. I'm liking this. You never seen Shigeki as a commander? I can't say I have either, honestly. But it's just like generic green ramp deck. It doesn't have to be Shigeki. It could be like a Zuza or something. They're all the same. Actually activating Shigeki? No way. Alright. They are. Oh, yeah, no, it makes sense. They can recast it, right? With, yeah, the Lotus Cobra. Yeah, see, it's just generic green. It doesn't do anything that the other ones don't do. I mean, if you find land destruction boring, I'm sure you're going to find what my opponent just did very boring. So I kind of want to let them keep this because I don't care about their mana, and I'd rather them get stuck on the top, so we take that. And I don't really want to deal with this, but it's kind of the only thing to deal with. So I'm just going to deal with it. I don't really value bouncing or, you know, removing that, so. Oh no, I accidentally lost life. I forgot with the Thoughtseize. I should have swung first? What would that have changed? It would have changed something. You're starting to see that now? Yeah, that's yeah. That's just the way mono green operates. Doesn't really do anything special here. Looks like I was correct in taking the thing I took, because the Nyx Blumation is just a 5/5, really. Alright, well, this is bad. I suppose this is the only thing I can do, so. How much life do I need? Yeah, so there was actually a huge mistake with that Thoughtseize. Like, I'm 1 life off of doing what I should be doing right now. There's no way to know that, though. I mean, I think I'm always Thoughtseizing. I'm sure they'll play it right now. Opponent, just play the Nyx Blumation. Or, I mean, maybe they found something better. Degenerate and uninspired? Land destruction. Maybe like mass land destruction in multiplayer formats. I've considered degenerate, but one-on-one, not really. Uninspired? I don't know. It's more niche than the other 55 strategies I see that all the time, so I don't know. I don't enjoy land destruction, but I really don't have a problem with it like that. I find aggro to be uninspired. You just play like a 1-drop, cast lightning bolt 3 times, and then your opponent dies. I don't know how that's remotely exciting. Alright, this was probably one of the best things I could have drawn. I think so, yeah. I have to get this out of the way, so. Well, for 2 lands against a mono green deck that has not had land issues, this is pretty good. This is a one-shot now, isn't it? Yep. So now they have to deal with this somehow. I don't think they can. Oh, they could cast Ulamog, actually. I think I just lose. Yeah, see, a lot of people find control decks boring. And that's my favorite thing to do. By far, so. It's all just what you enjoy and what you don't. But I guess I agree that mass land destruction in multiplayer is probably degenerate. I think, like, I want to actually play the game. I don't want everyone to have 0 lands. Like, I want my opponents to also play the game. Mass land destruction is just kind of like the game sort of stopped immediately. Did you actually draw Ulamog? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? I feel like they would have cast it faster than they have, if that's what it was. Oh, they're channeling their thing. Oh, they're channeling it. Alright, so this doesn't... I don't know what green does right now at instant speed, but okay, you got it. You have, like, fog? No, alright. We just did things and then we died. Cool. I was about to say, if they drew Ulamog, I'm going to be really upset. Yep, so it's just... Shigeki's pretty neat. I mean, it's literally just one of the 15 generic mono-green commanders that does the same thing anyways, but... That's kind of cool to see. It's outside the box, I suppose. It seems really good with Lotus Cobra, but so does Azusa, so... 2 lands, look at that. Yeah, rope time? Yeah, I was actually sniffing it out. Like, if they didn't win, they might just send the rope right now. And toss me the noose. They did not give me the noose. They just, they actually passed. Oh, wow. Into the North. I don't have this one. This is worth getting. You think... Wait, they punt it? How'd they punt? Was there a way for them to live? My commander has Menace. They need 2 creatures in play, not just 1. No, I can't do that one. I think there's actually 41 lands in here, too. It's not like I have Luris level lands. I think there's actually 41. I didn't even touch the land count. 2 land destruction opponents, and then that last game only having 2 lands is kind of weird. They should have played Nyx Bloom that... Oh, yeah, that other turn where they chose not to. Yeah, they probably should have. I don't know why they didn't. They were just looking for something else to do? I'm not really sure. I did find that weird, though. Okay, well, it's Judith, so there goes any prospect of having a positive life total, but maybe my commander doesn't die. I don't know. Yeah, no, Dark Ritual came in dummy good that game. That's for sure. It really did. Kembal is normally good, but I guess I'll keep it. My opponent does have to cast instants and sorceries, so, like, sure. Black-White in general seems to have land problems. What did my opponent just do? Okay, gotcha. Alright, Kembal. Send it. Drain them of all their goods. This costs 5 mana. I didn't even notice that. Kembal is disgusting against this deck. I mean, assuming I, like, untap with it. I really want to play Phyrexian Arena, though, but I feel as though this is such a big deal for my opponent, they have to, like, stop playing the game until they deal with it. So... Okay, that's not what happened. Well, not yet, at least. Okay, it just didn't happen. If that's the case, I will Fungal Fortitude here. Although maybe I should just not cast it immediately. No, it pushes damage. It pushes damage. This just has to be right. I know, like, casting it in response to a removal spell is good, but they still have to cast a removal spell anyways, unless it's an exile effect. Wait, does that actually matter? Yeah, so an exile effect would work, but if they had one, they'd probably just cast that anyways. Alright. So I can play my commander, or... Bloop. Well, you know what? Because things are the way they are, I'll just do this. And there's no way they block here, so I'll just send it. Even if they blocked, I would probably send it. So no instants here, and all spells, I steal 2 life. This is as good of a scenario as I can really ask for. And I don't want to see a sweeper, I guess. Although I don't think they have those, because Judith would not really like those. And it looks... Okay, I was about to say, it looks closer to a spell spammy deck than it does a sweeper or stuff or whatever. Oh, alright. Well, lost my whole board anyways. Fun. Love to see it. So demonic here. I could just play this and then probably lose the game anyways. Ugh. It doesn't seem like pushing damage is working. Play Arena? I am playing Arena. What do you mean? It's a game I'm streaming. Well, I'm getting completely clowned here. Can we stop having perfect answers to everything, please? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I know what he meant. I'm just messing around. Nope. We just have the perfect answer to every card I play. Nope. Oh, come on. How? How do you have that? Like, how? How do you have them all? Please. There's only like 3 in the game. Come on. It's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, yeah, real good hexproof. I'm glad I have hexproof. That's nuts. I literally couldn't do a single thing that game at all. Like, I couldn't play to the board in the slightest. That's disgusting. Ugh. Oh boy, Wash Away. I can't wait to play against that card. I think I have to take it here. I think. It seems as though I must take it, so I did. Well, given the situation, I suppose Johnny has never been better. So, probably quite wise to remove Narset from the game. And I can't deal with that, so I probably just lose to just double discover next turn from the RAL copy. That sounds like me losing 6 ways to Sunday. This doesn't get haste, does it? Nope. Who knows? Maybe I can still win. I don't really see it happening, but whatever. If I was able to gain enough life, maybe. Alright, my opponent didn't do it. I don't really know what's up with that. Maybe they just didn't have the land. It looks like my opponent did not have the land. Interesting. So if that's the case, I am incredibly close to lethal, but not quite there. Is it one off? Or, yeah, it's one off. Alright, well, if they deal with Blood Artist, they're dead. So they can't copy this anymore. They won't have any mana left. They have to exile the board? Alright, we win. Look at that. Nice. This can't fundamentally do anything, so... Get wrecked. Get schmeed. Yep, they just couldn't do anything. And the double strike there... I mean, that's why I play a Johnny's specifically for this. And it basically worked. No more fetch lands, too. And again, if they ever kill any creature on either side of the board, Blood Artist kills them. So it has to be like Sunfall to exile the board, or I guess Farewell, too. But then they'd still be at 1 life. They could stabilize at 1, though. I mean, it's possible. Thank you for beating her. Yeah. Taken out of context, that could mean a whole lot of different things there, Mr. Gentleman. Ooh, Derevi. I haven't seen that Narset in a while, actually. I like Derevi. Well, that was really, really, really good. I guess I have to cut that down then. That was a really good turn. But, you know what? It still could have been better. It could have still been better. Could have been Utopia's Brawl. Green loot? What do you mean? Like the one from Foundations or whatever? I played it, I think it was the first commander I played in the new set. Yikes. I think I gotta play something this turn. Guess I'll play Sorin. I didn't think that Narset was up there. That actually surprises me. This also kind of surprises me. Surely Oscillate Pride is correct. Although maybe playing the Cleric was right first? I don't know. Alright, well I guess I want lands. Things are going to start becoming problematic here forward, though. Yep, Jace is an unstoppable menace. And that's probably too much to beat there, I think. I'd have to top deck, like, something really good and really soon. Okay. I was kind of hoping they would just counter that so I could concede. That's a little insane to me. I wonder what that means. Alright, opposite that. Do weird stuff. There's no way I'm beating Brainstorm every turn. It's just not going to happen. Nope. I'm not beating Brainstorm. I have removal in here. I don't have a lot, but I do have some. We could just take out the joke cards. It's just, that's not really the core issue, but I suppose it would help. Like, this is not a Splendor deck, not an Angel deck. It probably isn't a Final Parting Gristlebrand deck. I haven't had that a single time. It's still decent to try, but we probably just do something else. I could run the Saga. And if I do run the Saga, I suppose putting Gristlebrand back in the deck is fine. Creation, Gristlebrand. Yeah, The Alchemy Bat. You can't even search for the... Oh, yes, you can. What's the type? How do you do that? Haha. This might work. Do I have a Johnny's Pride mate in here? I might not. I might have glossed over that. They could replace the cleric with it. What about Zorline? No. If my creatures had, like, life like this is kind of cool. I don't like it as is. It's probably better than, say... Flare has been disappointing. Wandering Emperor feels slightly disappointing as well. Kind of. I've never played this card before. Whenever your opponent loses life, you gain that much life. I mean, there's already Exquisite Bond and stuff. I would prefer Exquisite Bond over this. It's the same thing, except that's an enchantment, and this is a creature. I'd rather have this on a creature, an enchantment. If this had lifelink, I'd like that, but I don't see why I would want this. I took out the Sanguine Bond combo anyways already. It was not working. I would like a Soul Warden turn, or a game where I get this in play. How did I miss a Johnny's Pride Mate? People really like this card too, I guess. Probably Cutthroat. I guess it's that kind of deck. What about you? It's triple black. Alright. More removal works too. Glimmer? Glimmer what? Like the enchantment Glimmer? I don't think it's that difficult, but it just means if I play a Plains in the first 3 turns, it's not coming into play. I'm not really excited about that. Alright, Rabbit, send it. I think I haven't been saying hello. Oh my goodness. What kind of monster am I? Bronco's an interesting one. Could we run Bronco? Probably. Let's put this on... Please no removal, please? Please, opponent, please. Alright, no removal, love to see it. We will play this, get Swamp, Duress, I think. Okay, can't say I'm too concerned about either of those. Let's play this card. The beats are real, and my opponent doesn't really have a hand. Railway Brawler. Alright, so I have options. Gitrog monster has to have another creature in play, so I don't really know why I would curse it at this very turn. I could curse the next turn. Just push as much damage as possible right now, and now they can't simply play Brawler Gitrog monster swing, because they'll just lose. Alright, they're at 8. They can block the 5, and they're dead. I believe there's nothing here that saves them except firing up the layer to block. They did not do that, so now I think they are screwed. They needed to fire up layer to block with it, and they didn't do that. Yeah. I did not need Blood Artist, but they swing, they block the 5, they take 8, and they're not alive anymore. If they didn't equip, they would have had 2 green, they could have made this a 1-1, and then double blocked. Now, that means they lose their land, but that's what you have to do to stay in the game. And who knows, maybe they could come out of it with this? Probably not very likely at all, but they'd have 1 less land in play. Oh, yeah, they couldn't cast this anyways. Okay, so I'm not sure what they could have possibly drawn to stay alive. Elder Gargaroth? Maybe would have saved them? They'd be at 1? No, they'd be at 4. It's possible. It's possible. Yep, alright. Just kind of stepped right over him. That's pretty neat. Hello, Scarecrow. Hello, viewer, I mean. Hope your Scrumbus was nice. Your Merry Scrumbo. Brawler's good in Keenan? Is it? Why is it good in Keenan? That doesn't seem like it would be good in Keenan. You're already playing giant creatures. I don't know if giving them, like, double in sizes. Feels like a win more card? Like a trap? It's a trap. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. I wouldn't think to put it in Keenan. Like, Kalma doesn't need to be an 11/11. Please Thoughtseize me. Ah, tragic. Alright, because they did what they did, I will play this before combat, as much as I kind of don't want to do that. It's going to die regardless, so if I, like, wait, they just won't do the thing, so it doesn't matter. I guess in the Keenan mirror, like, if you're up against other Keenans, it just makes yours bigger. Yeah, Ulamog. Oh, that's a good one. Ulamog sure does. Now that's one of the best cards in their deck. Can I wait a turn? I'm confident it's not correct for my opponent to discard 5 cards here, so I'm gonna wait a turn. Wait a minute. Combat image to a player draw. They'd have to... Yeah, there's no way my opponent discards 5 cards. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I'm just not going to swing. Yeah, it still gets counters, yeah. But again, that seems win more. You know, you're putting Ulamog in your deck into Keenan, but it doesn't do its thing because it doesn't have a cast trigger, and like you need this other brawler card to make it work. Like, yeah, I don't know. You skip all of that and just play the other Ulamog and just win when you swing on turn 4. Get lost in the. It's like getting lost in the fun house for all the bells and whistles. Which, you know, that's the point of the game, I guess. But if I was trying to just win the game, I probably wouldn't run Brawler. But it's been a while since I played Keenan. It's been about a year, I think. I think it's been a year. Feels like a year, at least. Alright, I was right. My opponent did not, in fact, discard their entire hand. You just love the value? Yep. Just like Mark Rosewater intended. Alright, we have Mana Drain, Lauren Revealed, Random Troll, and Spawning Pod. Alright, well, Mana Drain be gone. Let's do this. Kind of butchered my opponent's entire hand, or turn, I mean, which is kind of funny. That Thoughtseize was, like, really good. I mean, you're not discarding your whole hand here, so... yeah, it's not going to happen. Kind of lame to get rid of this, but Psychic Frog is a problem I'd rather not deal with. I don't know why they're doing this in response. That was weird. Demonic Embrace is funny, but it's just as funny in the graveyard, so... Alright, so they can play Tassiger and slowly, like, manipulate some kind of graveyard value thing, but it's still extremely expensive to, like, actually activate it, and it mills too, so you just, like, could unreliably get stuff. I don't know, we'll see. I'm a fan of Tassiger, just doesn't... Okay, my opponent just got rid of their entire graveyard. Wow. You got it. I will probably do this. And then this. And I suppose leave up cut down instead of not leaving up cut down? I don't know. They can't target it with an instant, so I just gotta hope they don't have Shieldred's Edict. They do not. They can seek out a... what is it, a 7-drop? I don't... Yeah, they can seek out a 7-drop here. And my opponent is not dead anymore because they got rid of my double striking flying nonsense. I can deal with either of these by sacking my own commander. That feels really ugly. That is funny. Wait a minute, does this work? Vigilance, lifelink. None of the text on that works. Yeah, alright, this is pretty bad. I'd rather my opponent not have this spawning pod, but it is what it is. So, Vigilance. I don't know what they could possibly get here on 7, but I still don't feel excited about it. If it was 8, we'd just lose to, like, I don't know, Valgavoth? No, Valgavoth is 9. Alright, so they go up to 9. They cannot recast Tassiger. And now we lose because Jace the Mind Sculptor, yet again, perfectly bouncing my commander 3 times. Always fun. My opponent is at a pretty low life total if I swing, but then they can recast Tassiger and gain 3. And then they just... No, they can't do that. But if I play this... That doesn't really get me anywhere, does it? I don't think it does. I think we lose this game. Yeah, I think we lost this game. I think I had an out, or I had like a window and I couldn't close it out. Whatever. Good old waste of my time. Well, we almost won, but nope. Well, at least Tassiger was completely useless, other than having a specific mana cost. The rest of the text box in Tassiger has been kind of universally useless every single time I play against it. That might be the first time I lost to it, actually. I think it was. Yeah. Oh, they really do. Yep. Please draw lands, please, please. Come on. Well, there's 40 lands in here. Please. Wait, what? Oh, go figure. Nice 5-color deck. That is not what I would have ever Swords of Plowshare. Certainly, I'll take that. Although my opponent doesn't know. Yeah, nice 5-color deck. Nice. What the heck is this do? Maybe I can do something here. Well, planar disruption shuts down my commander. Heliod's punishment shuts down their commander, and there's no way I don't do that, so... And I don't see a reason to not swing, right? Yeah, I'll just... Wait, what's going on? Oh, I have to pay 2. Never mind. Never mind. Do I swing with one of them? I guess. Just not casting Get Lost, which as it stands doesn't seem like I have to cast it this turn. Calyx doesn't look that big of a deal. There's definitely merit in not attacking, though. Okay, what the heck is this? Okay, so it has Sorin under it, and I guess Calyx has... Calyx is now like an O-ring? I think that's what that... Alright, I don't know. I'm a bit confused. I can put this here, but why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense, right? I don't think that makes any sense, so I'm just gonna do this. No. Pass. Oh no! I can't, like... I can't ban the Twitch bot from here. No! I'm sorry, Twitch, I can't ban the comment. You'll have to just soak in it. Alright, I'm gonna get lost the Phyrexian Arena here. And my opponent actually O-rings my... Oh, they O-ring this, which then O-rings my Blood Artist? That's a trippy looking sandwich right there if I've ever seen one. And I think we can just invest in casting this here right now. I think this is okay. Opponent immediately finds an answer to me attacking. Opponent keeps Spiteful Banditry, which would actually wipe out my board. Yep, we're just losing now. They have white mana, yep, so I cannot attack. I draw one of the 2 tap lands in my entire deck. And I now lose. opponent for the quadrillionth time finds the best room in the game. Yeah, just wasting my time. Mono green was why I lost that game, and literally nothing else mattered. It was it could be enchantments, combo, giant like it doesn't matter. Mono green opener into literally anything in the game wins. I probably should have just conceded it right then and there. They played like 2.5 mana worth of stuff a turn. Oh, there's a land. I'll take the efficient counterspell. We're playing this. And do I give that flying, or do I give this flying? Probably this flying. Because the Hollowed Priest could be big enough to sort of, like, get past everything on the ground anyways. So, it's probably okay. I didn't expect to get to a situation where I could cast my commander. Although they do have an answer to it now, so maybe that doesn't mean anything? Yeah, maybe it doesn't mean anything. I don't know, I tried to get in tricks there, just nothing. Of course. Yeah, double land. Of course, of course, of course. Double land. Why not? Is that a... That's a scape shift. Okay. That is a scape shift. Am I concerned with scape shift here? I can't tell. I don't know if I am. I feel like I'm not. I mean, it's a lot of mana and a lot of cards, so it probably is just lights out, honestly. What is it, 9? Yeah, it's probably lights out. I mean, I'll try, but I think it's lights out here. I don't see why they wouldn't do it anyways. I mean, there's nothing else to do, right? It's the only thing to do. Oddly enough, I haven't really seen any bugs. Pretty surprising. Like, cards that don't work the way they should, or... Not a lot of bugs, from my experience. I didn't even know how to report a bug, actually. Till, like, I just read that. Alright, so Creation of Avacyn is funny. Muxus is not really that scary. I should say Muxus is not normally scary, but the last time I saw it, it was. The last time I played against it, it got like 4 of the best goblins in the deck. It was kind of crazy. Do I want this? No. Alright, Creation. I really need you to work. That's what, you're gonna go ahead and really need to do that for me, please. Don't target me, I heal for 2. It's negative damage. Oh. If only. Oh look, it's the best goblin in the game! Yay! I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. I can remove it next turn, so let's hope they don't have like 55 goblins. I basically have to do that. Alright, there's one of the other really good ones. So I can make 2 goblins right now. I can't even kill it now. Yep, look at that. I can't even kill it. Whatever. Joke. I hate Krenko. Such a disappointing card. Well, at least they can't cast their commander without that prospector, whatever it's called. Happy New Year to you too. Well, almost. Alright, Muxus did in fact not just scam win the game. However, that doesn't matter because Krenko was 10 times better. Who needs Muxus when you have Krenko every single game? There is nothing for me to draw into, right? I don't believe there's anything for me to draw into for Griselbrand, but I guess I'll do it anyways at least once. Giving this double strike is funny. I suppose I have to do this in case my opponent just has another Lord and then all the other... The third Krenko activation just wins the game on the spot. Whereas it now currently does not. And we play White Source into any random creature. And I can't cut down. I think I'm still losing. Discard 2, you, and you? Yeah. I don't really have a good cut down is the problem. Oh look! My opponent actually had it. Wow. What a surprise. Opponent had the other Lord. Talented. Wait a minute. Why didn't... I think they were supposed to sacrifice the Hauler. And they didn't. They were supposed to sack the Hauler, right? Yeah, they were supposed to sacrifice this and kill my blocker. And they didn't do that. That was a huge mistake. I don't think I was supposed to have another turn here. If I play a Johnny, get this double strike... I am dead to my opponent's turn unless I draw something worth playing, but I'd only have 3 mana. I don't see... I mean, giving Griselbrand double strike is... doesn't ever seem wrong. So... I just need to draw something... and it needs to be good. When does this trigger? Whenever this attacks, it gets +1. So I can Oh, that seems so risky, but I think I'm going to take that risk, and if my opponent wins, congratulations. I'm taking the risk. 1, 2... Taking the risk. You can't stop me. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Still dead. Still dead. Yep. Alright. I think, could I have done something different? Griselbrand just sitting there blocking? Is that better? I'd be at... Oh, I'd be kind of low, though. I wouldn't have gained all that life from the attack. I block there. I take 10, 11. I take 11. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I could have done. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. I don't know if not attacking was right or not. It's hard to tell. If I didn't play that, played that. I'm just so low. That's the problem. Well, I didn't have an answer to the Cranko, or not the Cranko, the stupid thing. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning that if I play differently. Tragic. If I run into honest Rutsy, it's probably you. Yeah. Duly noted. Oh, have a good night. Thanks for watching. Sticking around. Have a good New Year's. I don't see you by then. Although I think I'll be doing stuff past today before that. Boop. Blood Artist seems pretty funny in a matchup like this. Yeah, if I didn't swing with my commander, not my commander, Gristlebrand was probably fine. Gotta love Cranko, gotta love Cranko. No takesies backsies. You said it. It's already been said. So, Blood Artist? Uh-oh, did I make a mistake? I kind of made a mistake. I sort of made a mistake? Did I make a mistake? No. Yes? Alright. I don't know, if I made a mistake, I can't tell. Leave up double removal? Not sure. Leave up Revolt for fetch land. I certainly could have taken that turn in different directions, but I was feeling confident. Not extorting probably made my opponent lose literally all hope ever. Because I left up a mana instead of extorting. My opponent probably just assumed I had Swords of Plowshares. And they wouldn't be too far off, actually. Good old Adeline. Really, really, really good commander. I think at one point the best mono-white commander. I don't know about now. I don't know about now. It's definitely top 3 still, but I don't know if it's definitively the best. Where are my creation on the play games? My Dark Ritual creation games. Where are they? What's going on here? What is going on here? I think I will just not play Cleric class. I don't think I have to, so. Famous last words. Opponent chooses nothing. Ooh. Alright. Do we expect a removal spell? Do we care? We do not care. In fact, I kind of hope to see Get Lost here. Dang it. What happens when this hits you? You just get a bunch of random dinosaurs? Can I afford to play this? Yeah, well, too late. Put it in our deck for a reason. No triple fire breathing. Oh, come on. Really? Really? Are you serious? What's with these dinosaur decks and Get Lost? Come on. You've got to be kidding me. They stole it from my deck? Is that how that reads? Exile... Oh, wait. Never mind. It's only 2 drops because they didn't fire breathe. So it's way more likely to hit a 2-drop there. Still feels terrible, but go figure. Such is tradition, right? That's what I get for opening my mouth. I was like, oh, did you say Get Lost, opponent? I'll just cast yours. That's surely what you meant when you said Get Lost. there is no good play, so I'll just play this. And 2 damage is useless. So. I have no removal for this, so I probably lose when that gets cast. There is not anything I can do against this except block it, and that is really ugly. But I might not have a choice here. Although I could just clench my booty hole and expect this to not do anything. Is that viable? What if I just ignored it? I feel as though ignoring your opponent, ignoring your problems is better than dealing with them. That's how I was raised, at least. Come on, are you serious? I need to hit an on-land to swing with this. Now I can't. How? I'm mana screwed, and then suddenly I'm not, and I need to hit a land, and I can't. Why? Why? Why is life the way it is? I don't think I'm playing Cleric class here. Okay, well, I can't do anything I want, so I just have to double block their commander, which I suppose isn't technically the worst. Alright, they didn't cast their commander, they just cast that instead. What's in hand? Alright, whatever. Stupid. Nice get lost from my deck. Must be nice. Hello, Brownie. Apparently nothing but losing is what's up. Well, I win if Black Market resolves, and I come very close to immediately losing if it does not resolve. Well, it's Historic Brawl, so that's about how every game pans out anyways. Sure. Okay, well, it resolves. Now it just has to win. Not sure what this can get, other than, like, counterspell. I suppose I'll name Fibblethip with the curse? Actually, hold on. Suppose I have an opening for a Johnny here. They can regrow Cyclonic Rift and then, I guess, cast it, but that doesn't, like, really solve any of your problems? It says Ward 2. Can I get like an untapped land, please? I can play my commander, I can play this. I have to play Cyclonic Rift here, I think, at this point. Excuse me, I have to deal with Cyclonic Rift, so I have to like name it with Curse. Which feels a little ugly, but that's life. I could just name Regrowth, actually. It's sort of the same thing, so yeah, I'll just name Regrowth. Is there anything to reanimate? Sort of. Does that matter? Not particularly, so I guess I'm just passing. Okay. They bounce my curse. Why are we bouncing the curse here? But now I can just name Cyclonic Rift instead. I don't know if that made a lot of sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that seems like a giant oopsie to me. I don't really get it. I do not understand, but sure. It looks like at this point they just cast a Cyclonic Rift for like literally 2 mana. But if they wait till their next turn, even with a curse, they can recast it, right? So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they could overload again on their turn. It's 9 mana, so it's basically my opponent's entire turn. But who cares? It's still Cyclonic Rift. What else am I doing this turn, though? Flying. So they take 9, 10. They just take 10. Yeah, alright. I don't think my opponent was losing. I don't think they were losing, but they conceded. Feels like a whoopsie. Okay. So, playing against Kali of the Vast, there's only like 3 good hits in the entire game for it. Maybe like 4. Oh, come on, game. Do I keep this? This feels ugly. No Mana Rock. I feel like you really need this on turn 3. That's interesting. Triple basic. Also weird. Opponent does not make a 3-2. This is not Graveyard, right? So I guess you just don't play this until you have something. Well, that makes sense, and I guess they don't. Well, they could have played that, they just didn't. Of course, I don't play or find a land. Why would I? So, between these two, give it to that one. And hope they can't do anything, but I think they have a 1-mana spell. We just haven't seen it yet. Although maybe they don't have a 1-mana spell. This still isn't lethal, is the problem. Yep. Alright, so I was just one off here. I was just one off. That sucks. Please no Gristlebrand, I guess? I don't know. Technically not Gristlebrand. Did I actually win this game? Wow. I actually won this game. What would this have done if they could have swung with it? It would have just drawn a card because it didn't have 5 attackers. Not the most exciting. Yeah, I just won this game. That's kind of nuts. It did not feel like I was going to. I binned a land, right? I put one at the bottom with my mulligan. Crazy. Actually crazy. Did not feel like I had that one. I won with essentially 2 lands. No, that's not true. I probably needed that 3rd land there at the end. I don't think I would have one being stuck on 2. But for the most part, I was at 2. For, like, the entire game. Okay, so Delny likes to be rabbits now, I think, from my understanding. I mean, it's not completely true, but we'll see. Griffspoon can go to the graveyard. That is a Fabled Passage in a mono white deck with, like, no landfall. Weird. But it gives me rabbit vibes, which means no 1 or 2s, right? Play this. Or, excuse me, just no 1s. Then I guess this still makes sense. It's just kind of weird still. Show me the rabbits. Come on. Show me those rabbits. Alright. Opponent had to think about it for some unusual reason. A reason beyond my understanding. Playing this and growing it now is probably really good, because it can stonewall most of what this deck does. Although that's not totally true, is it? No. No, that's not true at all, actually. Hold on, how true is that, I have to think. Can't be blocked. Okay, so shutting down Delny for quite a long while is good. Can I play this here? No extort. Okay, I can do everything I want. Alright. So now we can actually block with the Hallowed Priest. I mean, I could just swing with it. They might even just trade here, which I think is fine for me. They do not trade. I feel like trading here would be kind of a big deal. Although they will lose, like, a rabbit, and that's pretty bad. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's fair. But I think shutting down Delny kind of turns this game into my game to win, as opposed to having to, like, worry too much about what else could happen. Ooh, we get a bit of a blowout here, too. Nice. This is 9 damage. Okay. Not enough blockers. Not enough blockers. Yeah, I mean, I could have, like, attacked and then just made them lose 10 on the -1 here. Could have just done that too, but... Yeah, shutting down Delny is just going to completely annihilate the strategy. They're making half as many rabbits, and I can just block them. And I can just keep the pressure on and push past all that jazz, but... Yeah, there's also an argument that I should have sent the 9 to this rabbit, and probably would have had basically the same outcome. They could have played like 2 rabbits instead of this, and then probably lost anyways. I don't even know if you want this card. I know it looks cool with rabbits, but with Delny as your commander, you could literally have this card slot as a rabbit, right? Just play another rabbit. This is like win more rabbits instead of like a rabbit. I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Yeah, I suppose deck thinning of a single land, because you don't need a turn 1 land. Although I would make the argument you want to play Swords to Plowshares. You want to play... what's the other one? Esper Sentinel? And probably Skrelv? So I think there are some totally reasonable 1-drops to be running. I just don't like the Fabled Passage. And if you have 2 lands, let's say you keep like a 1-lander, and you top deck that as your land on turn 2, now you can't play a rabbit if it's your turn 2 land. But if it's your only tap land, it's probably not a big deal. Ooh, speaking of not a big deal, we haven't actually cast Revitalize. This is the first time I've gotten to cast it. Although we're against Jetmir, which does a much better job at going wide. Actually, Jetmir could also be a rabbit deck. Although, I mean, you have green, so you probably shouldn't do that. Just play the green cards and make a better deck. I mean, mono green Jetmir is phenomenal. That's how I played it, right? It was really, really good there. I want to keep this just because I haven't played Revitalize yet, but... I mean, okay, alright, fine. Elendra the Saint deck yesterday? Yeah. It's decent. Maybe better as a go, like, Voltron angle. Although I don't know if that's totally true. Alright, I would not like to see removal. Naya loves its Get Losts. For some reason, all the Naya decks just have Get Lost. Well, that's not a get lost. It's also not a surveil land. Huh. Weird. This makes a golem, and then you can tap it to make golems more golem-y. Alright. I will play you and Griffspoon here. I'm doing stuff, it's just Jetmir is very problematic. Alright, I would have preferred it go here, honestly. Alright, well, that's more losing. So, cast my commander? No, that doesn't... Maybe, actually. It's not like... If I don't play it this turn, I don't think I can ever play it, so... Might as well try? Okay, yet again, it just goes on the wrong minion there. Own creature. Alright, now we have a giant 12-13. No trample, though. And no Grispoon on it, but it would be funny if it just straight killed my opponent. Wow, look at that. I'm not sure this bat was the reason I won, making this giant creature, because when it dies, it does kind of actually steal life, and now it's going to be really hard to actually have it die. I can't just block a random token and drain 2, so this might actually have been an arguable negative, because it does not have trample, but... Yeah, and then I got a bunch of triggers here that, I mean, this costs 4, but I could have maybe almost simply cast this. My opponent basically has to... Yeah, my opponent basically has to kill me this turn. Otherwise, when I play this, I'm going to gain so much life from, well, you know, everything that gains life on my side, that they're probably just dead to all those triggers. So I don't think the buffing here was very good, but a lot of it went on a 4-drop, so it is what it is. Interesting. We actually got there. No Llanowar Elves from the opponent. That is surely the only reason I won. What is this? Alright. We're done. It's been 2 hours. I am done. I am donezo. So what didn't work? Okay. So, it's kind of 50-50 for me. The strategy is nice and all. There's a lot of ways to circumvent this having hexproof from instance. While that is solid, and probably better than, like, Ward 2 in general, I would say. I think hexproof from instance just feels like it deals with more. There are still mono-blue, like, Frogifies, mono-white Frogifies, burn spells even, like there's a lot of deal 4 damage, deal 5 damage spells that just get around this at sorcery speed. There's stuff like Chandra as well, actually, that would do it. Board wipes, are still a problem. Mass bounce spells are still a problem, right? So it's hard to look at this as a, oh, I play it and then it never goes away. So not too big of a fan of that. But that means you can play maybe the on the faster side of things, like 1, 2, 3 drop Soul Sisters style cards, and then have this as your quote unquote top end. However, that's still a little awkward. While gaining life before you play this is ideal, it's a little hard to do that and not have your opponent pressure your face a bunch while then proceeding to cast this and then having it actually hit your opponent and gaining life, and then suddenly it's like running away with the game and all that. A lot of the problems with this card is that it costs 4 mana, in my opinion. That's kind of the main issue. If it was even just a 3 mana 2/4, I'd like it more, like way more. Or like a 2 mana 2/2, I'd like it way more. Even a 2 mana 1/1, honestly. Like, seriously. It's just like a 4 mana 4/4 is... This format does not like you playing 4 mana commanders unless they are extremely impactful, like basically immediately. There are a lot of 3 mana planeswalkers and commanders, not just planeswalkers, a lot of 3 mana commanders that are immediately impactful, and this really isn't, like, at all immediately impactful. Like, you just sit there, it goes right to your opponent's turn and doesn't, like, do anything. So it's not too exciting. It can also get hit by counter spells, and those are instants. So if you were curious, yeah, it does not have hexproof from instants while on the stack. You can counter this. It's just not the greatest line of text there to protect itself, but it's better than nothing. So it sort of restricts itself to, you know, that kind of thing. For the cards I chose to play, I probably wanted more removal. Maybe Obsidat's just not ideal in a deck like this. I like it because this card is really fun, but it just might not be wanting to be in this deck. I didn't get to use Davriel, so I don't have much of an opinion on that. That's just up to you. Creation is still phenomenal. I mean, turn 1 Dark Ritual Creation into, like, turn, 3 Gristlebrand is obviously very good, but there was actually a game I think I did do that, and I still lost because I decided to attack with it instead of block. So I kind of cost myself that game, but ordinarily I would say it's good. Tap lands felt bad, and for some reason black-white decks just have a nasty habit of getting mana screwed. I don't know why. Maybe the game just sees this, like, oh, you have a companion, so we're only going to give you 2 lands, yay. I don't know, so black-white in general seems to have this reputation of you just never draw your lands. I don't know what's about that, but there were a few games where I was just sitting on 2 lands, 3 lands, and I'm like, all right, well, I better be able to do something. And surprisingly enough, I was able to close, I think, at least 2 games out with basically no lands, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, Virtue does gain 3. Excuse me, does gain 2 and remove something. That's why I like this. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't play it. But it's got the adventure side, and the adventure is okay, I guess. I wasn't running the Exquisite Bond, Sanguine Bond combo to, like, drain and gain until my opponent was dead. Just didn't really want to do that. It would also probably require a bunch of tutors, and then that just gets in the way of, like, actually running creatures for this and running removal spells and all that jazz. So, but on the bright side, I didn't really feel bad about the amount of life I had to pay for fetch lands and the, powerful black spells. That didn't really seem like it got in the way of trying to have 35 life, which is quite surprising. I didn't think it would be that easy to juggle your life total to reasonably get to the 10-10 side of this thing, but I did get there a couple times, and that was quite impressive. So I suppose I can recommend this commander, but I don't know if it's the best black-white life gain matters kind of commander. That's still probably Sorin by like a metric kilometer mile boatload. Maybe Luris. You could probably put Luris in here and then get rid of the cards I question having been in my deck in the first place. You could still run this, actually. There's no reason not to, but yeah, the more expensive a card is plus the age of the format, the harder it is to get away with it. And at this point. It does not seem too reasonable to try to get these like big, scary, goofy things into play while also like turning the game into a win. Unless you're green or, you know, playing a bunch of colorless ramp spells to get to those in the first place. But I don't know. That's my 2 cents. So if you like this commander, I'd say it's good enough to actually win games, so I can recommend it. And yep, so like, comment, subscribe. Hope everyone had a good Christmas, a good New Year's, although we're not there yet. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Mono Green Jetmir? Yeah, I played Mono Green Jetmir. I think immediately after I played not Mono Green Jetmir. Do I have the deck still? Nope, I don't. Oh, I have the deck here. It's in my deck lists in the Ether Hub thing. It's probably way down. Actually, it shouldn't be too far down there. It wasn't that long ago, was it? It would be next to the other Jetmir list. It was probably better than the Naya one that cared about the other 2 colors. But I wouldn't say by like a boatload. And you still have some green... Ah, here it is. Yeah. You still have some non-green cards in it. Like Giver of Runes and what else is in here? Lightning Bolt, Swords of Plowshares, Ragavan. Xenagos. I had Xenagos in here. I had a Tali in here as well. Although a Tali is kind of questionable. But for the most part, it was green. And I mean, even a Johnny. You could run a Johnny for sure pretty easily with this too. So yeah, I don't know. If you like Jetmir and want to play it in a funny way, you could even just spam Hair Appearance and just do it that way too. Just with... You probably still want green cards if you do it that way though, honestly. Because just going with rabbits, you're probably better off playing Delny. But if you have like, I don't know, 20 rabbits, that's okay. You don't have to go all in on them. But all right, I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.